Violet and the Little Volcano. Violet and Hannah's pit adventure turns into a valuable lesson on real volcanoes and teamwork. Violet and the Little Volcano story. Violet is a 9-year-old little girl. She recently got taught about volcanic mountains in school, and she would like to see one of them up close. That day, when Violet was leaving school, she put her hand in her pocket to take out the house key, but suddenly the key fell out of her hand and fell into a hole. No matter how much Violet tried to get her key out of the pit, she couldn't. A strange sound could be heard from inside that hole. Violet got scared and quickly ran away. But the whole night she was thinking about the sound she heard from the pit. The next day, Violet was returning from school with her friend Hannah. The apple in Hannah's hand fell into the hole when they approached the pit. Hannah bent down to pick up the apple, but Violet yelled, "Not! Do not approach that pit. It is a volcano." "What are you saying? A volcano? That must be a big mountain." "But this is only a tiny pit," Hannah said in surprise. Violet said fearfully, "Well, maybe this is a child volcano and has not grown up yet." Hannah said, "Where do you know?" Violet replied, "Because yesterday he swallowed my keys, and when I wanted to take them off, I heard a strange sound." Hannah, who couldn't believe Violet's words, bent down to pick up her apple, but suddenly she heard the strange voice that Violet had said. They ran away and thought about how to save the city from this dangerous volcano. How should they not let that volcano grow big and strong? The next day, in science class, Violet and Hannah decided to ask their teacher some questions about the legendary volcano. How does a volcano form? How to destroy a volcano? How to take care of a volcano? How to bury a volcano in the middle of the street? Their teacher was surprised by their questions. She didn't know the answer to many of them. After school, Hannah and Violet returned to their little volcano and noticed that the crater was bigger than the day before. Hannah and Violet, who were very scared, quickly returned home. At dinner, Violet asked her big brother, "What do you do if you find out that a volcano is growing in the street?" Violet's brother, who did not believe her words, said with a laugh, "I will blow it so it turns off." Violet, who was angry, said, "Be serious, I am not kidding." "I do not know. Maybe I'll call the fire department." The next day, Violet and Hannah decided to go to the city fire station. No matter how hard they tried, they could not convince the firefighters that a volcano had appeared on the street, but no one of the firemen who saw Violet and Hannah's insistence agreed to go with them and see the newborn volcano. When they reached the pit, they saw it had become bigger The water was gushing out of it. Hannah and Violet shouted, "The volcano has erupted!" And then they hid behind the fireman. But the fireman said with a laugh, "Do not be scared. This is not a volcano. The water pipe has burst. But you did a great help to the city with this good work. I will solve this problem very quickly now. Don't worry at all." Hannah and Violet looked at each other. Violet said to Hannah, "I think you were right. Volcanoes are in the mountains, holes in the middle of the street."